So you've seen this, you've seen this. I'm excited to show you this. This is called Root, and this was a Kickstarter a couple years ago, and I got it in the mail just the other day, and I'm super excited to show this to you. This is going to be another one of those drones or robots like Spheros and Ozobots where you can code and teach students coding using something tangible. So first off, what's in the box? And I'm sorry I didn't do an unboxing video. I was so excited I just had to rip open the box and everything, but I'll show you what's all inside. So what Root does, it provides you with not a whiteboard, but something that's similar to a writing surface that you can use Root on. Nice little rag to wipe off the Root. 2 markers. I have 1 marker already being used over there. It was blue, and this marker, which is green. It comes with a let's get started little instruction, little manual. Very colorful, and I found it was very easy to follow, to turn my Root on and to get it started with my iPad or whatever mobile device you have. So really easy to follow directions. It also has some decorations for your Root, a little product information, and that's about it, guys. And then of course you have your Root. And what's really neat about the Root is that it has bumpers right here. You can see the eyes that are lit up. It has bumpers right here so that when you are coding, you can code it to sense, touch. It also has the nose right here, the yellow part. This is the power button. And again, I said there's lights, but these are also sensors. And right here in the middle, there's a big hole. I don't know if you can see that. That's where you put your marker. You can just shove the marker in here. Don't push it too hard because there's a code block that allows it to engage to touch the whiteboard, and then it retracts. So very, very neat little tool there. And then it has touch zones all up in the top part of the Root, the white parts. And then there's also a light bar right here, right next to the charger port. The light bar will let you know when it's fully charged. It'll be green. It'll also let you know when it's out of batteries. It'll start to blink red. So there's a USB charging port. The bottom is pretty neat too. It has right here this little sensor. It's a surface sensor to know where it's at. It has color scanning bar. So when you are having Root travel along different color paths, it'll know what color it is. Then of course it has driving wheels, and what I really like is this eraser here, right here on the bottom. It has an eraser that comes down if you tell it to, and it will allow you to erase whatever you created. And you could kind of see it with the star that was created up there. It left a few marks, but again, I just started using this. I'm sure I'll be successful in the future using this quite a bit down the road in erasing it completely. But from what I saw and the little time that I was able to experiment with it, I think it did very well. And you can clean it because they said that it peels off. You can rinse it off and put it back on. So very neat. I haven't tested out the battery, but it's supposed to last a little bit longer than the drones and Spheros and things like that on the market. This will definitely compete with Sphero, Ollie, and Ozobots, all those codable robots that you see in the market. And I feel like this is very useful in the classroom, especially how it's magnetic. You can just put it on the whiteboard and have kids kind of code it. How I see myself using this is every once in a while create a path on my whiteboard using Sharpies or something a little bit more, not permanent, but something that won't erase by this driving over it, and having kids try to figure out the proper codes to program this to go through the path correctly. And then of course having kids just explore with this of what it can do. There's music that it can do, that you can program it to do. It can change colors, like I said. There's just a number of different things that this can teach students. And I just think it'll just open up a whole new world of coding for them and programming. I really like that on the Root Academy app, they have an area where you can create your own projects, but if you wanted to try some other things, they have some templates already created. Tilt Drive, that was actually kind of fun. So what Tilt Drive has, it's already been programmed. It used some of the block codes for whenever it turns one direction, it's going to flash a certain color, but it's sensing the motion of the iPad. So if I move the iPad this way, it's going to go a certain direction. This way, it's going to go that direction. And it was kind of fun to play with that. And Spheros have something very similar to that, except for you can use it with, it's got a little ball on the image and you can kind of control it with your thumb. But there's also a tilt one where you can control your Sphero with the iPad. And I felt like this was very similar to it. However, they have a template where you can automatically just click play and drive around with the Root. Just to show you what the coding looks like, on my iPad, I went to the Root Academy and it has 3 levels of coding. You've got level 1, which is block coding. You have level 2, which is still block coding, but it has more parameters, more functions that the user can play around with. And then we have level 3, where it's text coding. So you have different challenges, different levels of coding that can challenge your students or the user. I love Root. It's such a great tool for the classroom. And yeah, check it out, check them out. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video if you enjoyed it, and share this if you feel like anyone else will benefit from it. See you next time.